Hey, what's up YouTube? Steven here, and I'm here today with a review video of the game Dishonored. This game came out about, I'd say a week ago, technically speaking. It's Monday and it came out last Tuesday, so it's been about 7 days now. There's two purposes that this video will be serving today. I'm going to be showing you how to get the Vanished achievement slash trophy, which is for escaping Coolidge Prison, where I'm playing right now at the very beginning of the game, and the sewers without being detected. There shouldn't be any too big of spoilers at this point, since this is the very first mission of the game. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is what I thought of Dishonored as a game, and whether or not it's worth paying the $59.99 that it is right now. I didn't play. I got it the day it came out, right when GameStop opened, and I came straight home and started playing it for a bit. I didn't really play it too much this week. I did about maybe a mission or two a day. There's only really like 9 missions in the entire game, so it's kind of like the length of Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed usually has between 11 and 13, sometimes 15 segments. But these segments can be either extremely long or extremely short. Like the last mission, the first time I've played it twice now. The last mission, not this first one. This is actually the second time I played this one. But the last mission, the first time took me about an hour to complete, and then the second time I completed it in like a couple of minutes. I want to say I played like 10 minutes before I beat it. So the missions vary depending on how good you are at finding your way around guards, like I've been doing right now, or how directly you attack guards and stuff like that. The game is really strongly based on stealth. There is a lethal playthrough where you kill where you can kill a lot of people, but really the game relies on stealth because if you get detected a lot, the game will become more difficult. There will be more guards and more plague victims of the game. So it really depends a lot on stealth. You can still kill all the people and still be stealthy, like knock them out and throw them against and then go somewhere else and throw them against a wall and bash their head in, or follow them into a dark corner and stab them in the back if you want to to actually assassinate them. Or you can go through the entire game without killing anybody. I did a mix between the two, but now with this video, I'm actually attempting to get the achievement slash trophy Clean Hands, which is go through the entire game without killing anybody, which actually I've found isn't as difficult as it sounds. It's actually fairly easy to complete most of these missions without being detected, especially because if you save frequently, you can, when you get detected, you can always revert back. So it's also possible to do every single mission without being detected at all. And that's not as difficult as it sounds either, because you've got abilities that help you to get guards away from other guards and stuff like that, but I don't want to ruin it too much, so I'm trying to be vague. Also, the game really isn't too incredibly long. I mean, I beat it in little less than a week. I mean, it would be a week tomorrow at 11 a.m. So in about 20 hours, actually more like 21 hours, it would be a week that I've had this game, and I've already beat it once on low profile. Now I have to beat it on high profile, which low and high profile are the chaos level of the game, Low chaos is you don't kill you kill none or very few people, and high chaos is you kill a lot of people. And the game has a minimum playthrough of 2 playthroughs, because if you want to complete the game, there's a limit of two complete playthroughs for low chaos and high chaos. As far as I know, you can get all the lethal ones in a high chaos playthrough, and you can get all the non-lethal in a low chaos playthrough, and you should be able to get all 50 achievements / trophies in just 2 playthroughs if you do it correct, if you play correctly and you actually go for the achievements. If not, then you might need like 2 or 3 playthroughs. Like I'm gonna need around 3 maybe 4 playthroughs, because I have to play through almost the entire game again to get no kills, and then I have to play the entire game again, getting a lot of kills to go through at high profile, as well as getting all the assassination trophies and stuff like that. The other thing I wanted to talk about as a review is whether or not I think that this game is worth the $60. Kind of, sort of. I mean, if you buy like, I'd say if you buy 10 games, no, that's quite a lot. I would actually recommend this game only if you like games like Assassin's Creed, Metal Gear Solid, because it's Splinter Cell, because it's a very stealth-based game, unless you don't want it to be. But I would pay the $60 again if I had to. There's where I messed up the first time, so it took me 2 attempts to get this trophy, because at that point there I rushed in to get him. But I would definitely say the game is worth the money to go get it if you like Assassin's Creed or Metal Gear Solid. Sorry, I don't play Metal Gear Solid a lot, but from what I've heard about Metal Gear Solid, this game is quite a bit like it, in the sense of the detection system. Like when I got detected earlier, the guy had white like lightning bolts above his head, which means he heard something, and then they turn red, like you could see there. And then when they turn red, you've been detected. And that's what I understand makes this game like Metal Gear Solid, and in the sense that you can go through the entire game without killing anybody. But I like the game. It's not your typical like play a bunch of times like you would like with Skyrim or Call of Duty. So I would definitely put this game somewhere between I don't buy too many games, and I buy a whole bunch, because if you don't buy a bunch of games a year, if you buy like a couple, like 2 or 3, I would definitely recommend Skyrim, Call of Duty, and Minecraft. But if you get like 4 or 5 games, I would definitely recommend getting this. Maybe even if you get more, I'd recommend getting this. But if you buy like a ton of games a year, I would definitely recommend this game, because it does have a pretty interesting storyline. It's a little bit predictable at times, in my opinion, but that's because I like to think I'm pretty good at predicting how games will go. But I'm getting close to the, so I'm gonna stop talking about the game and whether or not it's worth it, because I've already said I think it's worth it if you buy like 5 games a year. The other thing is the guidebook for the game. This guidebook is helpful, but at the same time I don't exactly think it's worth the money, because with the game there's achievements for being lethal, non-lethal. Hold on, let me get the list in front of me. There's combat lethal pass, there's no detection pass, non-lethal pass, no power pass, power-based, collection-based, and mission-based achievements and trophies. And for all of these, they're extremely straightforward. And even with the collection-based ones, they're super easy to find. I mean, with the bone charms, you get an object that shows you where those are. Same with equipment upgrade. Well, equipment upgrades might be a little more essential. I don't think I've got that yet, but I might have. Not too positive. Stealing items worth 200 coins. You have there's an ability that you can get with runes, which are these things you pick up that give you abilities that allows you to see rare items, so you could see the bone charms and the runes and stuff that you need to find to get powers. So really the only thing of value in this game, in this guidebook, is the fact that it covers the all the missions with both what is called Path of Blood, I think is what they call it. Let me check. Yeah, Path of Blood, which is being as lethal as possible to get high profile. And then there's Path of Shadow, which is for being stealthy to not being seen at all, to not killing anybody at all type playthrough. So in a way, yes, the guidebook is worth it because it will help you get the more difficult clean hands achievement / trophy for not killing anybody. But even that stuff is pretty straightforward, and you can probably find it on like IGN or GameSpot in their game walkthrough section. So I would just save yourself some money, not get the guidebook, and just look for it on the internet on IGN or GameSpot. I could, if people want it, I can put a link to those websites in the description. But yeah, if I could, I would definitely return the guidebook, but I can't because I've had it a week and it's got a few. The cover started curling from opening it a lot. The pages no longer line up because I've had it open a lot. Because when I do play the game, I play for like a couple hours at a time. So now, I wanted to talk a little bit about what makes this. Wow, I totally forgot about that there, and that just scared me. What I need to talk about with this vanish thing, the important things for these ghost and ghost being you're not detected playthroughs and not killing anybody playthroughs. It's important to stay crouched a lot, because when you're in the crouch position, you make absolutely no sound. And to make sure that you are, whenever you're taking someone out by strangle holding them, like I'm about to do with this guy here, like this, by holding R2, because I'm playing on the PS3. I think it's RB on the Xbox. Not too sure. I could check the guide, but I'm not going to because I moved it away. But whenever you choke a person out like that, because I think that at the end you'll see that I had one body discovered. I think he's the body that got discovered because I didn't even bother to hide him. The other key thing is, if you're trying not to kill anybody, don't hide bodies in the water because the person will drown and die. I've had missions where I've hid the body in the water and I've been like, what, WTF? Why is there a dead guy? I didn't kill anybody. It was because I either drowned the person on accident without realizing that, you know, they're knocked out and they're gonna drown, or by shooting somebody with sleeping darts with the crossbow that I got earlier, and they fall to their death. So here's the end of this. I hope this guide has helped you get the vanished trophy / achievement.
They said you'd come out here.
I don't think this achievement's too difficult. I don't even think the game's all that difficult. I mean, in a week I beat 50% of the game. And this is the end of the video, so be sure to give this video a like if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe to see more gameplay content. I see one body discovered, vanish.